哦嗨哟！我昨天晚上到日本了。我住在伦敦的日本朋友们来日本玩、看家人之类的，所以想说台湾离日本那么近，我就顺便来找他们一下。So I just got in last night, and it's pretty chilly, but not as bad as I was expecting, so that's good. The place I'm staying is like a really budget Airbnb. The location is amazing. It's literally one stop away from Shinjuku at a place called Okubo or Shinokubo. So it's really well connected. 而且这边的价格蛮便宜的，它是一个晚上好像40块英镑。所以我就介绍一下房间。这边就是门口，然后有一个地方可以放鞋子。然后呢，在右边就是厕所。是蛮基本的日本厕所，就是没有很多空间。这边有一个小浴缸，就这样。然后房间大概这样子，是一个算大的 single bed， 然后这边有空间可以站着的，然后这边也是一个小厨房。但是呢，这边也是有几个小问题，其中一个就是 there are no curtains on this window, and I am a very light sleeper. 太阳一出来，我就是马上醒来了，没办法。So I'm pretty tired right now, and I think my face is pretty puffy as well. 第二个问题就是衣柜没有地方可以挂衣服的。So it's kind of a waste of a space. 没办法放东西，所以我就是把行李放在下面这边。It's not ideal. But yeah, I feel like you can't really complain at this kind of price point. 而且呢，这个地区算是比较乱的，其实我从来没看过东京的这一边，跟我想象的日本很不一样。It kind of reminds me of like Whitechapel or Bethnal Green. If you've been to those places in London, 你就知道，就是真的蛮乱的。But still by 东京 standards, 所以还是可以接受啦，没有像伦敦乱的地方那么乱。I think if you are traveling alone, especially as a female, you might want to go to a different area, especially if it's your first time. But if, like me, you've been to Tokyo a bunch of times and you're just going for something cheap, or if you're trying to come here for like a nightlife experience or something, then this area might be pretty good, just because it's well connected and there's a lot of like bars and love hotels or something in the area, if that's what you're into. 我昨天去便利商店还有准备一些早餐。我这个看过好几次，但是我从来没有吃过，所以我蛮好奇，想要试试看。I don't know, there's something about noodles and bread that just doesn't compute in my mind. 但其实意大利餐厅也都是面，然后前面还会出一些面包。我不知道为什么把两个加在一起，是真的感觉比较夸张。我不知道。哦，那个 nutty 的味道很重。Okay, so we've got like a teriyaki noodles with dry seaweed on top in like a brioche hot dog bun. Cheers. I feel like it shouldn't work.But it really does. I think once you get past the fact that it is like noodles in bread and you just kind of focus on the flavor, like the flavor is really really good. 好妙哦，因为它的那个酱油，它的 seasoning 蛮浓的，蛮咸的，但是那个面包就有它的那个自然的甜甜的口味。There's not much nutritional value, let's face it, but it tastes pretty good. Definitely worth a try. You're still not trying any. Japanese person scared to eat Japanese food.
キノコ鉢です。
まだ熱くなってるので、So big.
Food.
Just come out for lunch, and I feel like hungover.
Oh, you feel hungover?
I'm not, but I feel like I am, just because I'm very, very sleep deprived from the lack of curtains.
Yes.
Like, it's now the 4th night that I've slept 5-6 hours, and I'm used to sleeping a lot more than that. So, yeah. And then we've got Nat, who is on London time. So we're basically like two zombies walking around Tokyo.
I don't know why, but I thought you were going to say something like maternity leave.
Yo, do you have something to tell us? Pretty low energy. Just grabbed a coffee because we thought we would have to wait for lunch actually, but there's no queue. So
It's for the tourists, but
I mean, I can't complain because I am one as well. If you've been to Tokyo, you'll know the sheer panic that goes through your veins when you get to the underground, like the JR barrier, and your suite card doesn't work.
why didn't it work?
I don't know. I think
you were white.
I think maybe like when I tapped out one day or something like that, it didn't go through. Maybe like an incomplete journey or something. But yeah, I guess it's the same in London as well. Like if it's a super busy station and you're like, everyone's crowding behind you. Yeah, very, very stressful morning.
What did you do now?
I was going to eat all four, but
What are we doing for the rest of the day? What's the
We
itinerary?
are going to see, I don't know, I guess just explore the touristy area. And then we're hopefully going for okonomiyaki.
Oh yeah. I haven't had that in ages. I think the last one I had is in London.
Really? Oh, it.
What's that place?
No oven. What is that okonomiyaki place called? Okan.
Okan.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's the last one that I had.
I think this one's going to be better.
Yeah, I think so too.
Show the interior.
Show the interior. This is where we are, the flagship Kura store. You want to get the fresh one?
I had a skier on the way.
You had a what? A gyudon?
With cheese.
Oh my god, how many, what number of gyudon is this now?
6.
6. 8.
I've had someone who
You gyudon cheated on her?
Yeah, tomorrow my brother-in-law is taking his kickboxing.
That's cool.
No, but you two are doing kickboxing as well.
No,
It's not. It's not like.
I don't have kickbox. Kickbox. I don't have kickboxing appropriate clothing.
You've got arms and legs, haven't you?
Also,
Did you say I don't want to play? Well, I feel like our whole conversation is sleep deprived, exhaustion, rambling. We're gonna order some food now.
see you later. Well, bye.
morning. It is the final day today. I slept quite well, finally. I think probably the exhaustion of the past few days has like added up so that I just kind of passed out, and I managed to sleep in until about 8:30 or 9, which is considered a lie-in compared to recent days. Going to Seoul tomorrow, and we've got a super early flight. Basically, some of the friends who are going with us are only in Seoul for 24 hours. They wanted to get there as early as possible to make the most of the trip. So we are up bright and early, I think at about 4:30 tomorrow. So I've just spent the morning kind of organising my packing and what I'm wearing to the airport and things like that, so that I can just chill and have a nice last afternoon in Tokyo. We went to Asakusa yesterday. So yeah, we got our fortunes read as well. Mine was like regular to positive, so like slightly positive. I'll read some of it out because the translation is hilarious. It basically says, your request will be granted late, finally. The lost article will be found later. The person you wait for comes late. To start a trip is alright. And marriage of any kind and new employment are both okay and gets better later. So I feel like the theme of that is basically slow and steady wins the race. I think it's all quite positive. I just have to be patient and not worry about when things are gonna happen. So yeah, pretty good all in all. We also got some little charms to kind of carry around with us. Oh, we did make sure as well, because we thought for some reason that it might be bad luck to have more than one charm, but apparently after searching online and asking the people at the temple, they said it's actually fine because Shinto gods don't fight with each other. So feel free to buy as many charms as you want. I got this one, which is basically just for achieving your goals and making your wishes come true. So I'm gonna keep that in my wallet. And then I also got this cute little green one, which is for good health. Today, for the final day, we are just gonna go out and grab some traditional Japanese tea. I feel like that is something the British very much have in common with Japanese and Taiwanese, is our love of tea. So I really enjoy just going for a traditional tea set with like the afternoon tea snacks and stuff. So gonna go grab some of that and do some last minute shopping. And then I think we're gonna go have oden for dinner, which is my favorite, and maybe check out a little jazz club. But yeah, should be a really nice, wholesome end to the trip. And I'm looking forward to the second half of the trip, which will be in Seoul. gotta stand up and fight. Got to stand up. Don't say you don't. You gotta stand up and fight. Got to stand up. Don't say you don't. You gotta stand up and fight. Oh, you got to stand up.
This is our studio.
I'm here in Seoul. It feels so surreal to be here after talking about it for so long with friends and like even studying a bit of Korean. So yeah, I feel like quite a sense of achievement at like finally following through and getting myself here. My friend from London, Ayu, is here for the first few days and her boyfriend is Korean, so they've been kind enough to like show me around and get me settled. I honestly feel so helpless here because everything is just so new and different. Like with Tokyo, I've been there many times when I was little because of my family links there. So even though I've never actually lived there, I still feel like it's somewhat familiar. But here is much, much harder to navigate. Google Maps doesn't work, so you have to use Naver. But it doesn't really work if you search in English, so you also have to type it out in Korean. Plus, I was told that Seoul is pretty much a card city like London, but it turns out that actually quite a lot of places do still need cash. So yeah, just little things like that, plus trying to get a card for the underground, it's just much, much easier when you have someone to just kind of guide you through it for the first couple of days. Then for the second half of the week, I will be all alone. So I'm just going to be working remotely from here and taking the opportunity to explore the city, but also get a feel for what a day in the life would look like here. The place I'm staying is incredible, especially given where I just was in Tokyo. As I mentioned, there were no curtains, so I was woken up at dawn pretty much every day with the sun. There was also no rail or shelving for like clothing storage. And the thing that I didn't show on camera was that I actually also found mold growing on one of the cabinets. So yeah, not ideal, but I did flag it with them and they gave me a partial refund. So it is what it is, but this place definitely makes up for it. I've just done a bunch of laundry, so I will do a proper room tour once all of that is dry and put away. And I'm gonna go grab some food and do some shopping.
なんだっけなんだっけ
room tour as promised. So the layout is quite similar for most Korean studio apartments. There's just a small entryway, bathroom on the right here. Then there's a galley kitchen on the other side, followed by the sleeping and living area. This place has 2 tables, but I've seen others that have 1 table and a sofa instead. And we are on the 12th floor, so there's a lovely view. The windows are absolutely massive, so plenty of natural light, but there aren't any neighbours directly opposite, so you don't feel like you're on display or anything. Everything is impeccably clean and well decorated. What I particularly like is that the host has labelled everything and has provided pretty much every amenity you could think of. There was a plug adapter that was super useful. Then over here you've got stuff like hair and nail care, stationery. Oh my god, luggage scale, I didn't even see that. We've got all sorts of teas, coffees, cooking condiments, breakfast, even washing up gloves. It's just so thoughtful and considerate, and it makes traveling that much easier where you don't have to use your brain power for things like cotton buds when it's already at capacity with like travel itineraries and weight limits and things like that. To compare the two, I would say this is a head and shoulders above the Tokyo Airbnb, but I do think I was unlucky with that because Tokyo on the whole is a really clean place, and I'm sure you could find much better than what I did. Price-wise, the Tokyo place was about 40 or 45 pounds a night, 1 stop away from Shinjuku Station, and this place is a little bit more pricey. I think it's about 50 or 55 a night. It's in Myeongdong area. The closest station is Dongdaemun Culture Park, something like that. So yeah, they're both really central and really quite a good price for the location. Tokyo Place was definitely a little bit more studenty, kind of felt like a hostel, so if you're just going for nightlife or for a short trip, then it's perfectly acceptable. Just make sure your room doesn't have mold. Whereas this place is definitely a lot more stylish and would really suit a kind of working holiday actually, just because it feels a lot more like your own apartment rather than a hotel or a hostel. And it also has everything taken care of. So I would definitely recommend it, and I could potentially see myself spending a little bit longer here as well. I kind of don't want to leave, to be honest. Like 1 week is definitely not enough to explore everything. But now that I've dipped my toe in, I'm sure that I will be back again soon. 안녕!
You can have your own sauce, right? プか